Hey there, this is Zero, Jackson Fishing Team, and we're up here at the Greenbrier. The tournament's tomorrow, but we'll probably use this intro for the video. But we're up here, it's a fly fishing thing. Supports Project Healing Waters, a few other things, water keepers. The fly I'm going to use is this one here, critter, some kind of chuck craft critter. It's got a curly tail on it. And then I'll show you if I use a topper, what that will be. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's a 3.5 mile stretch we're gonna float. And the water looks like it's doing pretty good. It's a little muddy and clear. So we'll see how it goes. I'll try to get some casting in and we'll catch some fish maybe. But we'll see what happens. All right. Well, we went through the first set of small rapids, and before that I did hook into a very small fish. It wasn't a smallmouth, it was kind of black in color, I'm not sure. It got off though. It was caught on that curly tail. And then on just before the rapids I did have a hit on a Creelex popper. I'll show you that when I break it out and try to use that again. But so far it's been fairly slow. Hayward's had a couple misses. And anyway, we're just on the tail part off of that little rapids, and the drag chain is kind of slowed down a little bit more right in here. So I just thought I'd cast a little bit around here and wait for Hayward to catch up. And maybe there's a smallie sitting underneath this little faster water. But going with a darker color fly like I showed you, and so far it seems to be the ticket. Maybe if the fog goes down, I'll go to a Creelex streamer similar to a clouser. But let me bring this in, and then if I don't get a hit on this one, I'll just go back to fishing and shut off the video on here. Yeah. That was a good one. Huh? I don't have barbs on my hook.
Well, you said it doesn't matter.
It doesn't, but I gave him a little slack when I was probably setting the camera. See if I can get him. He hit it twice now, so maybe he'll take it again. Well, I think your minnow's too big. You gotta cast and let it swing because the fish are looking this way.
Yeah.
And you're bringing your fly up behind them. Is that natural for a bait fish to kind of swim behind a fish? And then let it drift, and then bring it back. That's what I'm doing. And then when it gets down there, I just bring it back on little jerk shorts. All right, a little smallmouth on the Chuck Craft curly tail. There we go. Finally. All right. Haven't caught another one, but I thought maybe we would talk about my equipment in here. I'm using a 3-way type fly line. It's floating, and then it's got a hovering section, and then a sink tip, or intermediate, a real slow sink tip. The reel is a Behemoth by Reddington. It's a nice little reel. And the rod is a Calico Talapooza 8-weight. It's a 9-foot rod. They're a great rod company. Everything they donate to the river keepers there in Alabama. And that's where they're based out of, the fly rod company. It's a great rod. And of course the fly I'm using is the little Chuck Craft curly tail bug, or whatever it's called. With some red eyes. And then I'm using a swivel in my section here of my leader, which is 12-pound on the tippet, and then 30-pound section up there. And anyway, that's what I'm using right now. If I catch something on the topwater, we will explain that rod setup. But for now, I'm going to be fishing. Well, I think I just had a hit there. homemade Krelex popper. For this tournament, they only have to be 10 inches or above. Yeah, there you go. Pretty fish. Maybe he'll be there tomorrow. All right. This is a little Krelex popper, Chuck Craft. Well, actually Eastern Trophies creation, but to honor Chuck Craft. Made with a little cork. But the rod I'm using is actually a 7-weight. It's a V-axis. It's actually a rod made by Roger. I don't know, that's the name of the eBay site. 9-weight, 9-foot, 7-weight. A rise, Reddington reel, and floating line. That was the thing there. Same type of leader. All right. Another one on the Krelex popper. Not a big one, but it's fun. It's a fun little fish. A fun little fish. Yeah, on that popper. Yeah, pretty fish. Oh. Almost lost that one. Another nice one.